We've been experiencing our own here in New York City, so-called No Kings protests expected against President Trump and his immigration policies. This comes as we're seeing more unrest at anti-ICE demonstrations in Los Angeles and, as mentioned, right here in New York City.
Yeah, Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel has been following this for us in Lower Manhattan. And Jaysha, yesterday, they said it was a bit calmer than what we've seen previously in protests in the city.
Pedro, Charlene, Sam, good morning. Yeah, things were much calmer yesterday compared to earlier this morning. We've been seeing protests happen at Foley Square behind me daily. Yesterday, only 2 people were arrested compared to Tuesday when 86 people were arrested. But meanwhile, on the West Coast in Los Angeles, protesters continued to clash with police into the 6th night. Tense moments captured on camera as protesters pushed officers Wednesday night in Lower Manhattan. Demonstrators were cuffed for not clearing the access point to Federal Plaza. Just like earlier in the week, demonstrations started at Foley Square before moving down Broadway and later up to the Manhattan Detention Center. 2 people were arrested Wednesday night, 86 were arrested Tuesday night. The mayor says some protesters are New Yorkers, while others are not.
We are aware that there are members from Antifa who have made their way into the city, and we saw this before. This is not the first time we have saw outside agitators that continue to disrupt the right to protest.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, dozens of people were arrested yesterday. A hearing is set for today after California Governor Gavin Newsom sued the Trump administration for deploying troops to enforce federal immigration laws.
California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next.
Protests have popped up outside of hotels where ICE agents are rumored to be staying. Earlier this week, the president ordered 700 Marines to join thousands of National Guard troops in LA. The Marines are expected to serve alongside the National Guard within the next 48 hours. A curfew is also in effect for a part of downtown LA where protests and marches have been happening for days.
These are Americans. And when we lifted our hands and we swore the oath to defend the Constitution and to defend this country, that oath was to the American people. It was not to a dictator. It was not to a tyrant. It was not to a president. It was to the American people.
And looking ahead at what's happening today and this weekend, there's a walk that's scheduled at Federal Plaza in less than an hour at 11 a.m. And also there's a protest scheduled for 5 p.m. today here at Foley Square. And then you mentioned the No Kings protest. That's happening on Saturday at 2 p.m. at Bryant Park. Live in Lower Manhattan, Jaysha Patel, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.